Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Yeah, y'all come on in. Let's talk about this. Get this thing set up right. All right, folks, that's about as good as I'm gonna get it set. Can't do it no more perfect than that. But I'm not striving for perfection. I just want it to look right. Whew. But yeah, my post is exactly as stated. I'm trying to figure out what in the world going on with people these days. You try to help somebody and they turn down your help. That was a weird one for me. That was really weird. How you gonna be out here? How you gonna be out here in a bad situation? And even if they really were homeless, but let's just say they were. How you out here being homeless and you being picky about what you want when somebody offer you something? I don't understand that. I really truly don't. But we're gonna cover that here in a minute, here shortly. So y'all come on in. Come on in. Let's talk about it, because that right there was crazy. And in the meantime, let me get my camera. Because this situation actually did just happen. And it got me wondering about people. Wondering how somebody can be out here homeless and being picky. Now, I don't know when anybody's gonna pop in on my live feed, but instead of going through the whole portion of wait for me to start, it's because, okay, 16 people. Okay, greetings everybody. Welcome aboard. Y'all bear with me. I'm setting up my camera as well. Y'all just bear with me and I'm gonna start over fresh. If you're impatient, have a little bit of patience here. Cause I got something I want to say. I want to talk about this matter I just came across. And that matter being, okay, here we go. So greetings, fellow YouTubers, and thanks once again for those of you that already subscribed to my channel, and for those of you that haven't, please subscribe or just continue to follow. So my topic right now is how you gonna be out here homeless and being picky. Now, before y'all get started, I'm not picking on the homeless. I went to Sam's Club. They finally got water in, so I just got back from Sam's Club, picking up my water. And I always park further out. And I noticed this couple that they could have been scamming, I don't know, but they appeared to be homeless. So me being in a good giving spirit, I get out and I say, "Hello, ma'am, how are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm about to head in Sam's Club. Y'all gonna be here for a while. I would like to bring you out some lunch meat and some bread." "Oh, no, we don't want that. Can you get us a Golden Corral gift card?" Now I'm looking at her and I say, "Well, ma'am, no, it's no trouble. I don't mind." I say, because, we all can come up short. Maybe you all just kind of waiting on the ride. I don't know, but I don't mean to offend you. Would you like some lunch meat and some couple of loaves of bread? "No, just bring us a Golden Corral gift card, about $20. I'm like, "No, ma'am, I can't do that." I said, I have a bad, I've had issues with gift cards and, things of that nature. I prefer to feed you if you're hungry. No, man, I just want the gift card. Now, here's the thing. We all know I could have been a knucklehead and went in there and got that gift card. That thing would have been resold by now. So had I gotten them a $20 gift card, they probably been willing to take $10 for it. And so y'all be careful of that. I mean, how you gonna be out here picky? And they appeared to be homeless. I mean, they had the buggy, the clothes piled up, looking of sorts. And usually when I've seen people out there at Sam's Club, whenever I go, I always do the same thing. I get some bread and some lunch meat. That's all they're gonna get. 2 loaves of bread at Sam's Club might be, I don't know, $7. You can get a big pack of lunch meat, $10. So, I figured that $20 can carry them 3 days if they eat it right. And that lunch meat we'll keep for the most part. But she refused to take me up on my offer. And so I went on in and did my shopping, and I came out with my 3 cases of water. And I wanted to offer them some water, but I thought about it. How you gonna be out here so ungrateful that you wouldn't accept my offer to get you some lunch meat and some bread, but you want the gift card? Now look, that whole strung out game, if that's what's going on with them, maybe they're just mentally unable to understand that at least I'll be fed. Because you go and Golden Corral, even if they would have walked down to Golden Corral, that would have been a one trip for that $15 to $20 card. What I'm offering would have fed you 2 or 3 days if y'all plan it out right. And I would have given them some bottled water. I would have given them a case. If they had some kind of way to house it, I would have given them a case of water. So it's kind of weird that we have gotten to a society to where even when you're down and out, you're on hard times, you got the nerve to be picky. And I don't look at that as a laughing matter. I won't even entertain anybody that thinks it's a laughing matter, because we can all fall short at any given time. But it just stunned me how he didn't say nothing. He didn't say, man, go ahead and get the lunch meat. He was just quiet as a mouse. Now, even in their despair, if you will, she's still calling the shots. It was like he couldn't say nothing. Now, had I been sitting there, and let's just say they haven't eaten since yesterday morning, since Sunday morning. If I was sitting there and I'm with that lady, bro, yeah, please, man, bring us some bread and some meat. We appreciate it. No harm, no foul. I've done it several times. I know people fall down on their luck, and I know people you give them money. First of all, they're gonna probably either snort it up, smoke it up, or they're collecting money for other people. I've seen people out here, especially these young folks that they've brought in from other cities. They're out here asking for money, for donations, and they got this guy sitting over there in a truck watching them collect money. Now, I've gotten out several times and said, hey, you want a burger or something? Because they've probably been out there all day, haven't had anything to eat, or things of that nature. I've seen, let's just say Little League football. I've seen the coach out there, maybe a couple of parents with the Little League team. They may or may not have enough water. If I'm going in Sam's, I always get 2 cases of water and donate it. There's probably 10 guys out there. I mean, 2 cases is more than enough for them to drink on the rest of the day and to have at practice. So for those of you that are out there that are seeing this type of situation, especially Little League and anything like that, if you don't have the money, like me, I don't carry cash. If you don't have the money to donate, how about, like I said, get some water, a couple of cases of water. Think what the cheapest water in Sam's Club is a 40 pack of water for, round it up, $5. You've invested $10 to help the youth. And some of these kids you don't know that may be coming from these broken homes or whatever's going on. It just depends on what the situation is. I've stopped and asked one of the coaches one time, a little bit of Pee Wee League. These little kids can be no more than 5, 6 years old. So I stopped and said, hey, coach, what's going on? Oh, we taking collection for, Pee Wee League or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. I'm going in the store. If you don't mind, can I donate some bread and some sandwich meat and maybe some cheese? He was like, yeah, thank you, young blood. Yeah, I appreciate it. He said, but you know what? Don't worry about the cheese. He said the bread and the lunch meat will be enough, because that way we ain't got to take them over here and spend part of our donation money to feed them. So, but they tuck in, they kept. And I really do try to pride myself on doing these things. But for that lady to sit there and turn down, because they're gonna come in 2 loaves of bread and a thick pack of lunch meat. I'm still kind of sitting here saying to myself, I can't believe this. I used to be the type that say, see, that's why I don't like helping people. I ain't helping nobody else. But you can't allow that one person that denies help for the sake of their own personal gain, be it drugs or be it giving the money to somebody else. I don't know. But if I was in that situation, somebody offered me some bread, some meat, I'll take it. Even if they came out there with some mashed potatoes, and I don't even care for mashed potatoes. Guess what? Those would have been the best tasting mashed potatoes that day. I looked in the back. I was gonna get them a rotisserie chicken. They had just put them out there. They could have ate on that rotisserie chicken the rest of the day. Had they said, okay, yeah, we appreciate it, I would have got the bread, lunch meat, maybe 1 or 2 more items, maybe some those little protein bars or something like that, you know, to snack on, or a big old bag of chips. But to be out here and you're turning down help because you want to be picky. Now, that's not somebody having pride. That's just somebody, just like I said, being just flat out picky. How you gonna be out here homeless and you being picky and you turning down help? Yeah, I know y'all, they may not have been homeless. They may be better off than me, but with the perception that they gave, I didn't mind donating food. That's just it. That's just it in a nutshell. There are people out there standing out here at Sam's Club, a man and a woman, 2 or 3 little kids, and you can look at the kids and probably tell they haven't been fed or they can use some food. And I always approach them. And if it's a man and a woman, I always try to talk to the man and say, you know, excuse me, but when I approach them, he's sitting on the ground looking the other way and she's just happens to be facing me. But usually I approach the guy and said, excuse me, sir, I'm going in the store. Can I get something for your kids? Some Lunchables or something. A lot of times they'll say, yes, sir, I really appreciate it. You know, and I'll get, if it's 2 kids, I'll get, I don't know, 3 Lunchables a piece. I'll get some bread. And like I said, I'll get some more lunch meat or something that I know would probably keep. Sometimes it's usually peanut butter. You know, some peanut butter and some bread. Because a jelly probably wouldn't keep as well. It's going to separate more. But it just depends on the circumstances. And, you know, for those of you that are just tuning in, because I'm doing this live and recording it, some people got the audacity to be out here in a bad way, or the assumption of a bad way, and being picky about what they want. I brought my little happy tail on out there, wheeled on out there. I kept it moving because I figured they didn't want any help. You know, and I walked right past the gift cards. I didn't think twice about it because you and I both know what their full intent was with those gift cards. To, you know, y'all got to excuse me if you're hearing noise in the background, I'm heating up some food. You know, no fancy editing going on right here. But yeah, this is not a situation where I'm griping and going off on nobody. I'm not posting their pictures up. I didn't take their pictures. I was just so curious to how you need help, but somebody offer you help and you turn them down. I don't get that. That didn't register to me. Some people would have just said, okay, then screw you, and kept on going. But I asked them a couple of times, are you sure? Are you sure? You know, I don't mind doing it. No, just get the gift card. No, I'm not going in here and get you a gift card for $15, $20 for you to sell it for less than half. Now you got enough scraped together, just assuming, to smoke some crack or whatever. But you're still hungry. And sometimes people, I know I've never been in that position. I don't do drugs or anything like that. So I can't really say for sure that people that are users can't do any better. I'm sure they can. I don't know what it's gonna take for anybody that are even using drugs to get off the drugs. I don't know. I can't answer for anybody but myself, and I'm not putting anybody down for the simple fact that they are stuck in a situation. Be it, y'all got to excuse all the noise, I'm moving about. That they are stuck in a situation, be it drugs or anything else, when you have an opportunity to render aid to somebody. I have personal friends that are like that too. You know, they may ask you for something, and if it's not what they're asking, they'll turn you down. You know, I've had friends that ask me for a favor, and And I noticed I didn't respond right away, maybe because I might have been busy or at work or whatever the case may be, but I didn't respond right away. And I may have gotten a message, 15, 20 minutes later, whatever. And they quick to say, well, never mind, I don't need it. Well, first of all, you didn't even give me time to respond, because I'm the type of person, I can help anybody. And not even be looking for anything in return. I'm the type of person that I don't mind helping. But to actually go to this store and somebody to turn you down on your good deed, that was crazy. That was entirely crazy to me. But once again, sorry about the moving around. But it's not the first time something like that has happened. It's just, I just can't believe people are still doing things like that in today's time, when a lot of us need to lean on each other for whatever form or fashion. Hell, I need help. Yeah, all the times I'm out there washing my truck or whatever, I wish somebody would, a little young fella or somebody that may need a couple of dollars. Hey, sir, can I wipe the truck down for you for a couple of dollars? I sure do it. I sure would. But I can't give you the money. You got to earn it. I'm sorry, you got to earn it. It used to be when I was younger, you go to the car wash, it was always 2 or 3 guys up there getting that hustle on. A lot of them got their own car wash material or whatever, but I always had my own. I get somebody $5 to wash my car. But now people have got so lazy and displaced from reality, they don't think they have to work for anything. So you're out of work, you may find yourself soon to be evicted, but you're not trying to get out here and work for anything, regardless of what it is. I tell people all the time, especially lady friends, I think I might need $150. Well, I tell you what, I already know paying back is going to be very difficult or highly unlikely. How about you come over here and work for it? Clean up for me. Oh, why are you trying to put me to work? To save the friendship. I'm putting you to work. You want the money, I'm putting you to work to save the friendship. That's all it is. It ain't like I just got, a barrel full of money sitting around waiting to give away. I got to work for mine. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm proud to say I've worked and earned every penny by whatever means possible. Leave that right there. Y'all use your imagination. But I haven't sold any drugs. I'm not involved in any illegal activity. I don't use drugs. But the way that lady turned down that lunch meat and that bread today really made me think, why do I keep trying to help people? I can't allow that situation to make me look past the next person that I might see that's in need. And I'm not going to do it. Same way with pumping gas. I've had people pull up, approach me with a gas can. Hey man, can you spare $5, $6 for some gas? No, but you can pull your car right here. I dump $5 in the tank, because once again, I don't carry cash, and I'm not going to help feed whatever that demon is that's causing you out here to do this. Nah, bro, that's all right. See, they listen to right then and there. They just, I wonder how much money I can gain if I stood on a corner every day and just said, donate $1 to space activities, just make up some bogus crap. And there are people that are doing this, just like the same people that we all are watching on YouTube, that are these professional, either professionally homeless or claiming they're living out of their car full time. A lot of them aren't. A lot of them pulling up at home every evening. All that stuff in the back of that car and that seat laid down, it's staged. And then they always do the same thing. Well, good night, everybody. I've actually watched this. Lady said good night. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera. Good night, everybody. She had posted up behind this Cracker Barrel. The next morning, when she came back, came back in, she wasn't at the Cracker Barrel. But she pretended like she just waking up, pulling the cover off her face and all this stuff. She forgot what she was when she was doing that. So y'all be careful with that too, cause hey, I've subscribed to memberships too, $2.99 a month here or there. I have 3 memberships that I'm a subscriber of, and I'm keeping them at the lowest tier as possible. People are hey, make your money however you want to make your money. But to be homeless and out here being picky at the same time, that ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly. And if y'all see people like that, you know, I know some of us, we tend to want to help. We want to help the needy, but not the greedy, as they used to say. But if they turn down your help, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. I've given away so much bread and meat just by me going shopping by myself. I used to be that person that would always pass by people, always pass by them. But I feel like if somehow the forces that be has made it possible for me to help somebody else, I'm gonna help them. I don't go riding around looking for it. Do I? No, I don't. I haven't joined any organizations where they have them in your community. But people get up and they go to the community center and they make all these sandwiches and they bag up all these chips and they put a bottle of water in there and they go around to the communities handing out the sandwiches and things. I don't think I would do that because it can tend to get a little bit dangerous depending on what community you're in. And you're out here trying to do a good deed. But if I see somebody in need and if I can offer them food, I'm going to offer them food. I pulled up at the fast food restaurant and might see a lady back there with two little kids in the car, and I get up there to pay for my food. And I say, well, what do they order? What do those people order back there? How much they order? They might say $10, $11. I said, let me pay for their order. You know, I pay for it. So when I get up to even in the mornings, when I get up to the very first window, when I was doing this fast food stuff, and I see the person behind me, and I say, how much their order was. I see the little kids. They say, oh, just $5. You got a couple biscuits. I said, let me pay for it. And I just pull off. That's it. Because a lot of times, especially today, you don't know what somebody's going through. And you see them little kids in the car. You know, do your good deed and keep it moving. But to sit here and watch this lady today turn down two loaves of bread, 2 loaves of free bread, that is, a big pack of sandwich meat, and possibly something else I would have thrown in there, some chips. Nah, you out here homeless and being picky. Y'all can say that for somebody else. But anyway, that's enough about that. Happy whatever day it is you get to watch this video. Once again, it's Warren coming to you. And I'm going to ask you again to please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I do thank each and every one of you. Have a good day.